Hello!
chaos.
Music suddenly cut out because I just like literally I was just like pause, fuck it. Hello. Welcome. It is episode 16, The Cares of Light and Dark. We are playing our Star Wars FFG. We're gonna just quickly roll this.
Let's
go.
Okay,
let's go.
Jesus.
No dark points for you.
Christ. Okay, I got one. I gave myself one. Look, there we go. Hooray. We are missing Aichi.
I'm sorry. I realized to react to because something was said. So.
Hey, at least get 2 dark side points. I have something to play.
Traitor. Come on, Aichi.
You were supposed
usually I did.
You were supposed to destroy the dark, not join them.
You were the chosen one.
Oh my
Me and
God.
Logan rolled the double. It was really good.
Okay.
It was only a single.
When last we left our heroes, they had defeated the dark side acolyte Malefax, and liberated a
Twi'lek friend.
a Twi'lek friend, a scholar named named Roman,
Named
I think?
fucking named.
No, yeah, named fucking name. Roman was what I named. Close
Yeah, it
my
was Roman.
books. That is a Roman. There we go. Not to be confused with Rommel, who is someone completely different.
Yeah, not quite the same.
As you guys are like settling down from the hype and helping the Twi'lek friend, the holographic form of the gatekeeper will appear once again before you. A grave expression on his face as you all sort of gather. My young friends, I must admit you have proven yourselves to me. It appears that in these dark times, you may be the Temple's best hope. However, I am in truth no more capable than Roland or yourselves of revealing the Temple's secrets, he's going to say. He's going to look kind of a bit pained by this. I am currently the Temple's sole gatekeeper, but once I was one of 3. My name was the Curator. I recorded what my fellows wrought and oversaw, and the holocrons that house them have unfortunately been lost, even before Malefax arrived. However, and without their aid, I am much diminished. I've not been merely appearing and pointing you because I couldn't be bothered to do anything else. Unfortunately, I'm severely limited by the absence of my 2 friends. He's gonna say.
That's to be expected.
You must retrieve the other holocrons.
Alright.
You restore the temple. Fortunately, I do sense, by my senses, damaged though they are, that one of them remains nearby. If you can retrieve this first holocron, I may be able to locate the other and restore the temple to its full functionality. But that is a big if. He's going to say. Malefax has sabotaged several systems. I have no idea the extent of the damage, nor will I until you install at least one of the cron.
Bit rude, isn't it?
He's going to sort of stand by and wait. Roman is going to look at you guys and be like, okay. So, who are you guys exactly?
Hi, I'm Besh.
Better put, we're a Starlight Rebellion. Or at least part
Never
of
heard of
it.
No, yeah, no, you wouldn't have.
Well, we're kind of just starting out as a rebellion.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have heard of us, right? Like
We're kind of an underground group, you know.
We only just started.
Rebellious hipsters. You wouldn't have heard of our
God damn
rebellion,
it.
actually. I'm just we kind of underground group. Like only people in the know about us, only the cool people. Sorry, I'm just sending some money to PayPal because we are out of peppers and that cannot be allowed to stand.
Not Beppis!
Out of Beppis,
Oh
God.
no!
Out of
Damn.
Beppis!
Well, only one sound can satisfy that.
Now I really want soda and I don't have any.
Oh.
No, baby.
It's okay, I'll just keep drinking my tea
Yes, Pickle.
sourly.
Star Wars. We're back. Panic. Right. Okay. Yeah, but he seems to be standing by for like further questions. Roman is going to be like, Starlight Rebellion. Okay. You fought with. Did I see a lightsaber? She's going to say, looking at Besh.
Well, it's only a model.
Who wants to tell them?
It's only a training tool, but
Yeah, I don't have my Kyber crystal after Order 66, but I do
Roman.
have my training saber.
At least you have your saber.
You can make one, it's not hard.
Listen, I'm still receiving shit about losing my last one.
Romand is actually going to hold up her hand towards the blaster that the mercenary that was holding her captive held, and you guys would watch rather handily as it would fly up from the ground and into her hand.
Hey,
Use
Force
the Force.
friend!
Limited, she's gonna say. I was never a Jedi. So
Nah, neither were they.
I entirely
I'm
understand
not-
that. However,
Not Jedi either, but
I am, however, a scholar, well versed within Jedi lore and history. I'm only mildly Force sensitive. Doing just that took decades of training on my part. She's gonna say, like with a shake of her head. I
Well-
never quite met the cutoff for the Jedi, but I am relieved to see at least one other, perhaps two. She's gonna say, looking at Fabia. With
Oh no, all of us, even the fox.
yeah, Fabio's.
she's gonna blink.
we're all Force
Kin is
sensitive.
going to pop when you say even the fox. Kin is gonna pop his head out of the backpack and blep.
Yeah, you did it, baby!
Really?
Kin mentioned victory.
The I'm sorry, the fox is a Jedi? She's gonna say?
No.
No,
He's
No,
not
he
a
can use the
Jedi.
Force.
He's force sensitive.
He's Force sensitive.
Gotcha. She's gonna look
No.
suddenly
As are
alarmed.
always.
She's gonna look suddenly alarmed, looking towards and like raise her blaster towards the door. As you guys like flip around and have a look, there is a single looks fairly pained Spintier Ice Wolf that sort of is like peeking in.
Oh,
hey, bud.
Oh, it's a baby. Oh.
He seems markedly more sedate.
Kong just goes over and rubs his head.
He will lean into it in a big way. He's very happy with the pets.
Big pupper, let's go.
It's friendly. She's gonna say, looking confused.
So,
Yeah.
to explain their behavior earlier, the
Yes,
appearance
yes,
of
the
him.
the dark side.
Malafax.
I guessed as much. I'm more confused because even before the dark side, these weren't exactly friendly. She's gonna say.
Well,
He
Oh,
does the
Cohen
thing,
just
and I'm gonna
has a
point
way
at
with
Cone.
animals.
I was going to say that's a little connection our dear friend Cone has.
Your friend is gifted in animal bonds. Got it. She's gonna say.
Yep.
She's gonna nod. A rarer force ability, but okay. She's gonna say with a with a nod.
I've always been drawn to animals, so
The curator will clear his throat. I'm still here.
Yes,
for
yes,
now.
well, we haven't forgotten you.
We have not.
Would have fooled me. He's gonna say. If you guys look at him, he's sort of standing at attention right now. He's got his like fingers entwined in front of him, and he's just sort of like twiddling his thumbs, like literally twiddling his thumbs.
Now, caretaker. Patience is an important Jedi tool.
Curator, and yes, it is, but time is of the essence. He is going to say.
Okay, you said one of
Need
the
I
holocrons.
remind you, all of the defenses in this place are offline. I cannot tell you where they are, how much they are, what they're capable of. All I know is that they're offline.
My dear friend, you said one of the holocrons was nearby, as in on planet?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah,
In
that's
the
a-
valley, I believe, he's going to say.
In the valley?
In the valley.
He's going to nod. It was carried off by local beasts, although I do not think that they were acting on their natural instincts. More likely they were deranged by a dark side presence. There is a vengeance in the force somewhere in this valley, although I cannot currently access the records detailing its location. Find the Virgins, and you are likely to find the lair to which these beasts have taken the holocron. You might consider inquiring with the local villagers. Now that the dark side is gone, they might be more amenable to your approaches. They know nothing of the Force or the holocron, but they are experts in the local wildlife and terrain. I do not know if they would trust anyone coming from the temple, but it may be worth investigation.
Good thing we
Sounds
didn't
right.
kill any of them.
Well, it's
It's
good
a
thing
very
I've
good thing
become
we didn't.
quite the people person. Alright then. I guess we should go talk to the locals.
Yep.
Oh, it's been a while since I've done that. Oh, it's way too long.
Only suck one or two dicks.
In
On our
theory,
time schedule here.
once we have the holocrons back on, the defenses will be back up, and they won't be able to be stolen again.
Well, that would be ideal.
Then, let's get to it.
Shall we?
We shall
Sally ho.
return with one of the
Roman's
holocrons.
gonna blink when you're like, "Let's get to it." She's like, "Wait, really? That's it? No other further questions? I've been here months, and this motherfucker has never even appeared to me. But now he's here, and none of you want to ask any questions?" She's gonna say.
We've kind of asked as many questions as we want to know, and his database access is limited from what he's told us.
She's gonna
You
throw up
missed
her
a lot
hands.
going into the village.
She's gonna
You
throw up
missed a
her
lot going into
hands.
the valley.
She's gonna throw up her hands. Okay, fine. How did you lose the other holocrons if there are defenses? She's gonna say.
That actually.
The curator is gonna grimace, and he says, "We gatekeepers have limited direct influence over the temple. The others had a greater share of what power we had, but they were unable to remain active at all times due to the depredation of the temple. During an energy-saving cycle some years ago, wild beasts damaged the housing of a holocron and carried it off. The defenses of the temple went inert without the holocron, and then scavengers came after, and then because no defenses were able to steal into the temple and make off with the other not long before Malefax arrived."
Well, that's convenient and also really inconvenient.
Hold.
Hmm.
What am I holding?
So that they
Your
came
hand?
and got
Okay.
the holocron. Besh, honey. Not right now. I adore you though. As Fabio's gonna boop her nose.
He's gonna raise an eyebrow. Are you sure you guys are Jedi?
Ex-Jedi.
We're after Order 66, I kind of really haven't been distancing myself from my emotions.
She became a
Curator
slut.
is gonna look surprised at that. "You must be mad." He's gonna say.
On the contrary, positive emotions kind of help a lot.
He's gonna look at Romand. "Do you sense dark side from them?" She's gonna look at. What's all of your guys' morality?
Hold on.
I have 60 morality.
Is anyone?
58.
Is any,
57.
okay. Yeah. No. She's gonna shrug and say, "I don't feel anything." He's gonna look perturbed.
Don't worry, I would have killed anyone if they would turn to the dark side. You know me.
Fabio's gonna look.
Sorry, old habits.
I forgot they die quite
I'm
hard.
sorry. I'm robbing the audience and everyone else of Darth Vader's lo-fi beats.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Look at these
Hey,
little
there we
things.
go. Finally, everything
Uh,
feels correct.
Incidentally, if you're watching this on the VOD or later on YouTube once I edit them all down, you should think about popping by the stream because we have music and such that is not saved on the VODs and such due to various
Copyright.
Yeah. We can play them live, but we cannot play them in the recording, and so they are not part of the recording. You can hear T3 now, and the reason you can hear T3 is because I actually put him on our soundboard so that he wouldn't be cut out. But initially he was, because he was part of the game's sound, which is all. Thank you,
Yeah.
Lee. Wait. I didn't have to look, I knew who that was. So yeah, there we go. It's the first and only spiel you're ever gonna get, but there you go, Like, subscribe, hit that button. No.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Like and hit that bell icon to stay updated on new streams coming direct to you.
My word.
Oh my.
No, hush! You're back in the ship asleep.
yeah, he's currently off. Bless him. He's been off this entire time.
He's turned off.
He turned himself off too.
He
Yeah.
wouldn't let us. He was very upset that we tried.
Can you blame him? I mean, it's
That's
kind of
fair.
you know,
Kind of terrifying.
Kind of
Here,
fair.
let me put you in a coma for a minute.
Okay, listen. He did it himself. Wait.
It's not much better.
It's really not. Also, we kind of forgot to turn him back on. So.
Well,
no,
we
you know,
could.
they're
Well,
We
still-
had to
they,
turn.
they might still be
Well,
searching.
yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
until you're sure the search is
Yeah.
over. Is the problem?
Fair. We don't know that yet. Fair. All right.
All right.
On the other side of
Because
the.
for all we know, they could still be looking for us.
I could.
I would be. We killed a bunch of them.
Alrighty.
They don't
Yeah.
need
So
to know
Roman's
that.
gonna be like, yeah, no, they feel okay to me.
Wait, is that like
Some
really a
emotional
thing
connection.
Jedi do? I thought
Yes.
that was just Fabia being weird.
No! Besh, I told
What?
you, I was trained to not feel any emotions. Therefore, as soon as Order 66 was happening and I went into hiding, and unfortunately everyone around me died.
Yeah, you should have joined the Temple of First Knowledge. Don't know what to tell you.
I wasn't born into it.
Well, you know,
Yeah, Bash, check your privilege.
my privilege, I can't even walk! Ignore the fact that I'm walking right now. I am channeling the Force extensively.
Anyways. But yes.
Kira is actually going to be
like-
surprised at that. An impressive feat. He's going to say.
Thanks, I have 2 of them.
Oh my
He's going to pinch the bridge of his
god.
nose. He's going to pinch the bridge of his nose.
Honestly.
If you need me, just call me. He's going to say, and then flick out of existence.
Yes,
Well,
I
that's-
totally annoyed him away.
I
Let's
You
go.
cackling.
made him so frustrated with that joke that he just kind of went away.
It's just like,
I don't know if it's good or bad that you chased them off like that.
That
He
was-
can always hear us. If we need him, we can yell for him.
That was funny. That and like what's said. We could just yell for him.
Shall we away to the village?
Romand is going to say, you guys go ahead. I'm going to see what the damage
Yeah,
is
you look
done
like you
and
need a
collect my
nap.
stuff. Yeah.
Wasn't
good.
there one more guy?
Oh, he
yeah,
left.
the one that locked himself back in his room. Yeah.
One who opened the door and went, you know what?
Curator is gonna pop up. Oh, he is long since gone. He went out a different way and ran for the hills, as it were.
Okay.
I saw most of the mercenaries evacuate after he reached them. I imagine he told them that the person paying them has left. And then the curator will flick out of existence again.
Well, you know.
See?
Fair enough.
He'll show up anytime he's
Fair.
needed.
Shall we then?
To the village, Crunk!
I was gonna say, does
Does
I was going to ask our Twi'lek friend, what was her name again?
Drummond?
Ramen?
Something like that?
I was gonna ask her if she wanted a comlink, so in case, like,
I don't
she
think
wants
we have
to
any
give us.
extras.
we don't have an extra? Yeah.
I mean,
I'd give her
we're
mine.
gonna be next to each other. I guess we don't all need them.
Any change in information that she finds out that she wants to pass along or anything like that, she's welcome to give it to us through the comms.
If you see anything that seems suspicious, fire your gun into the air rapidly and scream, and we might be able to hear you.
Bash, that doesn't help. That really doesn't help.
You're right. If something's trying to kill you, point the gun at them and fire rapidly and scream.
Oh my god.
I can't even today.
I'm sorry, I'm in such a sassy mood today, and I don't know why.
Alrighty. So where are you guys going as you exit the temple and on your merry way? Where to first?
Yes.
I'm gonna
To
go
the
ahead
village?
and quickly give you navigation for the valley and the Dawn Temple. So you
Perfect.
can swap
Perfect.
back to either or. Oh yeah.
Ah,
We have
such a
up above.
small valley.
Oh, I left Kin on there. There we go.
No, kid.
Oh.
Shall we make our way to the village and hope they're less angry than the last time we saw them?
Oh, we'll keep our
Alright.
fingers crossed. It couldn't hurt trying to talk to them.
I hope that guy woke up with his husband.
I'd hope so.
Probably by now they'd be awake.
Yeah,
We didn't kill them. We just stunned them.
probably definitely gonna be a bit of a relationship trauma they're gonna have to work through. I believe in them though.
Okay, so as you guys descend to the village, the air is chill. It's it's quite a cold valley, generally speaking, right? Like it's up in the high altitude. Um,
And
as you like descend the path, you eventually come upon the village. It is surrounded by a wall. The gate of which seems to be clogged by several people. There's no real gate that you can see. Like it's just like a wall and then like a narrow area, like choke point gate. But the gate the like the where the gate like would be is just like 4 or 5 people all standing around looking rather worried. As you approach, a single one of them who looks like the bravest because the rest are all sort of like rather terrified, sort of steps forward and nervously says halt.
Hello.
Who are you, and what are you doing here? He looks kind of a bit confused. He doesn't recognize you, and that has sort of like perplexed him. He also notes which side you came, like where you came from, and is like, huh? Right? Like,
fair.
Hey man, how you doing?
We're actually here to ask about the wildlife. We're
he's gonna frown, looking rather. I, I'm sorry. Who are you? Did you come from the temple? He's gonna say, pointing to like the temple.
Not really. We kind of just walked around.
I saw you come down the path from the temple. Who are? What are you doing here? He looks kind of guarded. He's, he's he amongst with only about two of the others are holding the slug rifles that you saw. He's holding it nervously right now. Like there's like an iron grip on it.
We
Okay, first things
got
first.
rid of guy up there
Nah.
that was causing a major bad mood around here.
Yeah, we got rid of Malefax and we scared off his mercenaries. So I feel like, we should be friends now.
Fabio, would you like to word anything before I cause charm checks, or are you good? You seem to be at the front
Yes.
right now. They're like behind you yelling.
Yes.
We're popping
So-
her out, popping up behind her.
Stars! Can't do it!
We.
Not today!
I promise. We are friendly. We are not mean or anything.
Oh, yeah.
You sound more suspicious. Me? No, I don't
How-
mean or anything. I know, I would never
Oh my
cook a baby and eat
God.
him. What's that on the stove? Nothing.
Have you
Oh my
guys,
God.
have you guys
Okay,
heard
okay.
from the hunter's camp yet?
Obviously, poorly choiced words.
But either way, give me an average charm, Brendo.
Understood.
You got this.
Well, thankfully, charm is what I do best.
That is your purpose.
What
What
is
is
your
my
purpose
purpose?
here?
Wow! Wow!
Okay.
You got nothing but advantages. How?
No. I got 2 successes, but there were also 2 failures.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and eat those advantages. Give me a light side.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna for the light side and the advantages, I'm gonna count that as a success regardless. He's gonna sort of relax a little bit, becking you closer so you don't have to shout at him. Right.
Okay.
As you guys approach, he goes, I'm sorry for the rough welcome. Everyone is a little on edge right now, and we were hoping to see some of our friends returning instead of total strangers arriving. After how strange things have been lately, we don't have a lot of room for trust just now.
Oh, well, we
That's
were kind of
perfectly
the reason the
understandable.
strange things went back to sort of normal.
You don't happen to mean like the friends over at the hunter's camp, right?
Yes, do you have any news on them?
Yes, they're fine. They shot us, so we knocked them out. But
They
they
didn't-
should be coming around pretty quick and be on their way back. We made sure not to actually hurt anybody. But they
gonna
shot
look
me in
back-
the arm. Look at this.
He's gonna look back at the light before you can show him, and see if they heard that, and they all look visibly relieved. The rifles are all but like sort of slung over the shoulders. And he goes, "I'm terribly sorry for the trouble they caused. I'm so happy you didn't kill them, though. Most people would have. You have my undying gratitude. Is there anything we can do to help you as thanks?"
Actually, a
know-
couple things. One, I could really use a medic. Or some medicine, so our medic
Oh.
here can help heal me. But
Right, we gotta
Yeah.
roll strain.
Oh yeah, strain.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, did we not? Oh, we didn't roll
No,
strain
You
after
did
that
discipline
fight.
or cool. Discipline or cool, please.
okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll my discipline and hope that I could possibly,
Hey.
Nice, Fabio.
yeah, whatever.
Okay,
At least
so,
strain. I was just hoping to cure wounds.
you get one strain away, and Fabio heals for 3 strain. Nares unfortunately none, and Cohen for 2. Good job. Bearing in mind, yellows is really good on this because if you get a triumph, you can use it to recover a wound.
Yes.
Which is
That's why I go for that. For my
Those of you
cool.
who are actually injured, Cohen, do you
Mm.
want to go ahead and like as part of like the cooldown after the fight, if you want to do a few medicine checks to heal them up a little bit?
Yeah, how many would I
Um,
need to do?
Well, you have to do one for each.
Okay,
So
who needs to be healed is mainly my question.
Fabia.
Fabio, definitely. Okay.
I have 3 wounds.
I
Any
only have one.
difficulty?
I have 8.
Definitely give Fabia some
Yeah,
TLC.
difficulty.
Ash.
1 second.
Okay.
Love how Fabia's over here chatting with these people with blood running down her face. Just, oh, how you doing?
What?
I mean,
It's
is
another
this-
day. It's not like it's the first time I've been like this.
You were literally on the brink of death like an hour ago. Calm down.
Yeah, I will be fine. It's a flesh wound.
State of health. If your current wounds equal to half or less threshold, it's an easy. If it's half or more, more than half, it's average. And if their wounds exceed their threshold, it's hard.
Okay, so
So
be average. So it's 2
average.
purple.
So
Yep.
so for Fabia, who is Fabia is 2 purple.
Hooray!
Okay, so you heal my friendo for 3 wounds.
All right.
Based on the first aid that Cohen gave.
Perfect.
And Besh, you said you were the next highest,
Yeah,
right?
it
With
will
3,
be an
so it's an
easy check.
easy. It's an easy, so just 1 purple. That's all of your wounds healed, my love.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
Nez has a
1.
single boo boo, but a lot of strain actually.
How late in the day is it, Ash? Honestly.
It's getting a bit late in the day, like a little bit.
So it's getting a little close to sunset.
So oh, by the way, when he does that, you also heal strain equal to the advantages he gets. So, Fabia, you actually lose 2 more strain,
Cool.
and Besh loses 1 strain as well. So
I had no strain.
Puppy is hoping for strain heals from you,
Okay.
because
So
she's not doing so
so
hot.
it would be a easy check for
easy,
that.
yep, easy, because
Hey, let's go!
There you go.
God.
that's her 1 wound done and 5 strain out of her 7 healed. Brilliant. And then there's just yourself. You just gotta patch yourself up.
Alright.
A character may attempt to heal his own wounds or recover from his own critical with medicine, but increases the difficulty of the medicine check by 2. In addition, attempting a medicine check without the proper equipment, increases difficulty. But so for you, Cohen, yours is gonna actually be a hard, even though you're below your half.
So it
because
would be
it's
3
self-care.
for that one, right?
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Hey!
Oh
That'll
my
do it.
word.
So I'm gonna
Well,
go
I called
ahead.
them medicine checks.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that a triumph is equal to 3. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and say a triumph is equal to 4 advantages, so it can
Okay.
heal 4 strain if you get
So
it.
that puts me
In addition
down
to the wound that it heals as well, because it gives you a success,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah, so that heals 1. Wait, it's...
so both your wounds are fixed,
okay.
and 4 of your
then-
strain is as well.
Okay, so that puts me down to 1 strain. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
You're all looking much better. Fabia's still looking a bit fucked up, bless her, but she'll live.
Besh is looking in real high spirits right now.
I mean,
She's
that's true,
unbothered,
technically.
moisturized. You guys were winded coming down from the temple. She had no strain. She's just like, I'm vibing. Having a great day
Sorry,
today.
I can't
just
let this
make that-
go. I can't let this go. Pickle said, "What do Gungans put things in? Jar Jars."
No.
I didn't realize that in the Star Wars universe, the Gungans all gangbang Jar Jar on the regular. That is an interesting thing to learn. Oh, I accidentally deafened myself, so you guys didn't hear that joke.
Oh.
I said I didn't realize that in Star Wars canon, Gungans apparently gangbang Jar Jar on the regular. That's
Oh my
God.
lately.
That's about all he's useful for, so you know.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
You know.
Oh God.
But Cohen just when realizing they have a minute to breathe, just gets to work on
Like,
healing everyone.
Okay. So,
uh,
question. You said
Yeah.
it's getting a bit late in the day, so how close to sunset?
um, a few hours, I'd say.
A few
Okay,
hours.
that's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that should be enough time to like.
It's late in the day, but it's not like, the sun isn't just
Mhm.
about to set or anything. Like, you've got a couple
Right.
of hours.
It's
2, 3
not like
hours.
we need to find shelter or something.
Okay. Well, in that case, well, what I said we were here for originally. We're here to ask about the wildlife in the area. Any beasts that might have gone up to the temple area and come back?
Plenty, he's going to say, with a shrug. What about it?
Any of them come back carrying something they shouldn't be?
I don't know, we don't track the beasts like that. He's going to say with a shrug. Someone forgot what the curator said, I think.
I did.
Did any of you note it down?
Instead, find the lair and you'll find the holocron.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. He also said
Find-
something else very important that you all seem to have glossed over and not noted down at all.
It was the kind of beast, wasn't it?
No.
No.
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, no, he didn't tell us the beast. Like,
Just that the temple's defenses were that they got into like the electronics.
He told you that something was in the valley somewhere. And you needed to find that to find the holocron.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Uh,
This is your one gimme, and I'm
Mhm.
only doing this once. This is your reminder to note things down. He
Yeah.
told you that there was a vergence in the Force somewhere in this valley, and
Mhm.
that is where the holocron is, and that the villagers would probably know more about like where such a thing could be,
Mhm.
and where these things that he thought were influenced by the dark side would have taken the holocron under said influence.
Ah.
He said they know nothing of the Force, but they're
Mhm.
experts on the local wildlife and terrain, and if
Mhm.
anyone here would know where there would be a vergence in the Force, the villagers would know. And for those uninitiated amongst you who aren't like knee deep in lore, the reason why they would know is because there is likely to be several legends about where the vergence is. Right?
Mhm.
okay.
It's like you know how you get those like you get you get like small villages in the middle of nowhere that have like a lake near them, and they're like, oh yeah, and you see lights in the cave across the lake every year, right at the same time. We think they're the souls of the dead, etc., etc. It's that kind of folklore that would
Mhm.
direct you to a Force Vergence, because
Okay.
Force Vergences, freaky deaky shit happens. Like
Okay.
it's
Okay. You said there was a lot of freaky deaky shit happening lately?
He's
oh,
okay.
Spooky?
Just sure. He's gonna he's gonna say it's hard to explain. People have just been getting angry without any real reason. Tempers have been flaring every which way, and people who really ought to know better have been picking fights. It seems to have stopped, whatever it was, but we're still trying to figure out what happened. It's not normal for the village to have this sort of thing happen. If you can't keep your cool out here in the wild, you don't last long. They think we're crazy, but there it is. Say it with a shrug.
Oh yeah, well you don't have to worry about that anymore. That won't happen again. At least, probably.
hopefully.
At least for as long as we're here.
I love the stages. That won't happen anymore, probably, and then someone else, hopefully. And then Fabia, as long as we're here, like reassurance, and then it just slowly edges down.
I mean, you can't tell me that doesn't happen in movies.
It really does,
Yeah.
though.
It really does.
Any local legends? Or I guess in
Local
this case,
legends?
legends? Yes, legends. You know, something mysterious happening. Besides that? Besides the people getting angry and stuff?
He's gonna. Can you be more specific?
Like anything you can't explain on why it's happening.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be more specific. We've got a lot of legends. We're a very old village. He's gonna say. And like,
You know, kind of commune with your ancestors, religious type places.
no, I can't say we have any of those. Nowhere that you'd commune with your ancestors, at least, or any religious stuff.
Mhm.
I guess there's the caves.
Hey.
What about the caves?
The,
That's
the
a good
old
start.
caves up north. Bad place to go. To be frank, the nastiest, most ill-tempered pack of ice wolves you'll ever see hides out in them.
Oh,
And
speaking
that's
of
not
ice
the
wolves,
worst of
do
it.
we...
That's not the worst of it. There's stranger things than animals there, if you believe what people say. Not a soul in the village.
That's what we're
did they
looking for.
say?
Not a soul in the village hasn't heard a ghost story about the caves, and some folk standing within our walls today have lived through one. Folks see visions of terrible things there, get lured into the deadfalls or ice wolf ambushed by illusions. Some say it's gotten even worse over the last couple of years as well. Still,
That sounds like what we're looking
That's
for.
more like what we're looking for. Yeah.
well, if you want to go there, I think you're crazy. I was gonna say.
Oh well, yeah, we're a bit that, but we can
We're a bit crazy.
we can hopefully take care of some of those issues as well. Not,
I was about to
completely
say,
remove
we
them.
don't seem to be the most sane group.
I mean, you did come here covered in blood, so
I mean,
I
if you're-
wouldn't count you sane.
I mean, if you're really insistent on going, I guess. Sure. He's gonna sort of like he's gonna like point, like follow this road over the bridge, up
Mhm.
north. And he's gonna detail like a few instructions. If you would like to give, if any one of you would like to give me uh a survival, please. An easy survival.
I
Any-
can. I have
anyone-
2 ranks in it.
Okay. That's more than my 3
I
greens.
was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's the boys' foray survival.
'Cause it's...
Easy survival.
Yeah, easy.
Rise.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me a light side, please, if you'd like. It's up to you.
We have them to use, so.
That settles that, right? From what he said, and from what you know of the terrain, he's almost certainly detailed, like probably the fastest, most direct, and safest route to where you guys are looking.
Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
I don't have pen and paper.
We always have pen and paper.
He's gonna sort of like look satisfied and be like, anyway, we'll await the return of our hunters, and if you see them, just tell them that we're waiting for them and that the village is back to normal. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that. But if there's nothing else you need, he's gonna say, and
All right, sounds
That's
great to me.
about all we have for right now. Thank you so much for your time. Apologies for all the confusion.
If you see your hunters before we do, tell them sorry for the headaches.
I shall. Gonna say with an arm. Safe travels. Okay. It's gonna take you, I'm gonna say, about probably like a good half an hour to an hour of trekking, depending on how well your survival goes. And you know the survival pool is an average one. The route that you've got is the most direct and safest, but it doesn't mean that you don't have to do a little bit of,
Is it an average one?
guiding and tracking and everything. So it's an average, an
Yeah.
average survival, please. Okay. That's not two or more threats, so you're okay. Go ahead and take a strain though.
Okay.
Seeing as you just purchased off the whole bunch, I want to give you back more. Damn it! Right. You pick your way through the frozen wilds. It is cold, brisk, and all of the plants here are rather coarse and rough and irritating, and they get everywhere.
Streamer
and,
care.
Oh, thank you very much for the streamer care.
It's a Bentley.
Thank you, sweet pea.
Thank you, Bentley.
That is a bit stretched. Oh, it's good. Right. Eventually, you reach what appears to be a like the roughly described location. Your survival actually also gives you you definitely see lots of wolf tracks going in and out of the place. Kin whines
Aww,
as you
baby.
get
Oh,
near.
baby.
The caves ahead of you are probably where you seek. The darkness beyond the mouth of the cave seems to be more than the absence of light. It weighs against your vision with a discomforting pressure, as if offended that someone would dare to try to see through its pall. Beyond the initial gloom, you sense a great hunger lying in wait. But beyond that, you do sense a spark of light, some remnant of hope and life steals you against the malevolent presence. Your quarry lies ahead. Sure of it now.
Well, this seems like a good place.
This isn't your average everyday darkness.
This
This
is
is advanced
advanced darkness.
Oh no. No, banned.
Why?
We're about to go off book, so I can go off this. Are you guys
Okay.
ready? Do you go in?
Yes.
It's not like we have any other
Let's
choice.
go.
You guys step into the unnatural pall of the darkness. It seems to cling to you and on you and around you as you light up the lamp. The lamp lights things up, but it seems to light things up a lot less than you would expect it to. The shadows of the wall dancing, making unnatural, just not very, very icky shapes. As you go further in, the light behind you begins to fade, and further in you go down into the cold, frigid depths of these caves. Eventually, you reach a small chamber with 4 other ways going forward. It seems that you have a choice before you, of like which way to go.
Okay, 4 ways. Are there any differences on what we can see?
They
Or
look
no?
exactly the same. The same unnatural dark, the same unease, the same
Well,
pinprick of light.
Oh,
trying
they
to
have.
guide you.
They both have the same pinprick of light.
All 4 of them. It's not a physical pinprick of light. It's that sense of light deep, deep in the darkness.
Right.
As if trying
So
to guide you.
Okay. So I was about to say, maybe if we sense for that little pinprick, it might give us a clue on which direction to go. But if they all have the same feeling,
They
then
all have the same
yeah,
feeling.
there's not.
Can I use foresee potentially?
You can certainly try.
Oh, let's give it a go.
Would you like to use the dark side?
Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny and take conflict. You see a picture of the holocron and the sound of Besh's lightsaber. And that's it. The rest is clouded in the dark side. So just trying to use Fossigan here, like actually it's a struggle. I need you to take me I need you to take a strain for me.
Of course you're gonna do that.
Yeah, it's
She's
something
the
that
DM. She's
something
supposed to be a little mean.
something about the cave is just like actively hampering your vision. That's all you get. You take a strain and you get a vision of the holocron and the sound of Besh's lightsaber. That's it.
And now, on which way to go?
Hmm.
So we have options. Either we can split up and see what happens, or we all decide on one, or split 2 and 2.
I have a feeling splitting us up might be bad. But if they feel like they all go to the same place, then it
There
shouldn't
is
be
a
too
slight
bad.
tremor that ripples through the cave, but then subsides.
You don't think the cave liked the idea of us sticking together?
But if we at least split 2 and 2, we're not each alone.
Another tremor
something
ripples through the
happened.
cave, this one a little bit more violent.
Okay. It really suggests we go by ourselves.
All right then.
Very well then. Everyone pick your path.
Trust in the Force.
I'll take the rightmost, I guess.
Okay.
Nez,
As
Ben?
as you all like sort of position yourselves in front of your chosen tunnels,
Mm.
the tremor starts up again, only this time far more violently, and it continues. Rocks begin falling from the ceiling, and pretty
Oh,
soon
God.
you're all thrown forward in pure instinct into your respective tunnels as the cave behind you collapses. An impassable wall of rock slamming down, separating you all. You can hear the screams of each other, but very faintly. It sounds like you can communicate through your rubble, but like you have to like really yell to be heard. You are officially all separated.
How about our comms?
Yeah, I was about to ask, do the comlinks still work?
When you use your comlink, it gives you nothing but static and buzzing. It seems there's some sort of interference that's just jamming all communication.
All right
Okay.
then.
You can hear each other, but only faintly.
Nice.
Before each of
Anybody
you
get
is a
crushed?
dark tunnel.
All right, over here.
I believe we're all good.
You're not doing. No injuries.
Okay. Forward unto victory.
Be careful.
Stay safe, my children.
Okay, we are now in one-on-one mode, which means I will be kicking all of you out to the chat of your choice, one by one. I reserve the right to at any point drag one of you in or multiple because you might meet up, and
Okay.
thus I
Okay.
need to. The first in the round is going to be Beshagol, so if the rest of you could please vacate, chill,
Bye, guys. Love
talk,
you.
spend some time together, and
Bye.
do your
Yeah.
thing.
We'll see you in a bit.
See you in a
Run
bit.
away.
Hi, baby.
Hi. Ooh.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's see.
Ooh.
As you okay, so you're in a darkness right now. As you make your way down the tunnel, the air grows heavy and filled with shadows. It's eerily quiet, except for faint echoes in the distance. Suddenly, as you move forward, you hear screaming, desperate cries that seem to be calling your name. Your heart races. It sounds like Fabia.
I'm gonna run in the direction I heard.
Um, as you like pelt down this tunnel, the sound getting closer and closer, you enter a vast chamber. In this chamber, you find your three friends, Nez and Fabia, Nez, Fabia, and Cohen in terrible peril. Nez is trapped beneath a pile of rubble, her limbs pinned, face contorted in pain. Fabia lies motionless on the cold stone floor, unconscious and unmoving. Cohen, however, dangles precariously by his fingertips over a deep, dark pit, his eyes wide with terror as he struggles to hold on. Their voices plead for your help. Their eyes locking onto yours as if you're their only hope. Who do you help first?
Okay, it's important to triage. Besh is gonna run over to Cone because he seems to be in the most immediate danger.
You sprint
And
towards
try
Cohen.
and grab him.
Your heart pounding in your chest as you reach out to grab him, just in the nick of time. Your fingers close around his wrist. Give me an athletics check, please. It's going to be formidable.
Oh dear. That's 5, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I'm gonna upgrade one to a red.
I'm not gonna clear this check. No. Oh my goodness.
Oh my! Oh no, you already did 4 there. Oh no, oh yeah, there's a red. Okay. Oh
Yeah,
my
there's red.
god. Okay, yeah, no. You managed to hold on and begin bring you up. It seems as if something is trying to drag him down, but you fight it. His weight is too much, and he screams as his arm dislocates from you hauling him up. As he dangles helplessly and you pull him up, he lies on the floor and screams at you, "Stay away from me!" Holding his shoulder, he sort of gets up. You hear Nez cry out as more rubble adds to the pile. As you obviously, I assume, go towards Nez to try and save her.
Yeah, I gotta get her out of the rubble.
As
Gotta
you
save
do,
her.
Fabia is apparently up. She pushes you out of the way. You only make things worse, she says, looking at Cohen very pointedly at the fact that his arm is dislocated. He seems to be screaming in an immense amount of pain. As Fabia deftly and rather quickly removes rocks and pulls Nez from the rubble. They all look at you, and Fabia, in a very calm voice, says, "Why do you always make things worse, Besh?
No,
Why are you even here?
I'm helping.
You always fuck
He was
things
gonna
up, and
fall.
You always make things up and make them go from bad to worse. He could have pulled himself up. Now he's got shoulders dislocated. And God knows what would happen with Nez if you begin shifting rocks idly. You could have killed her. Just leave us alone."
You don't mean that. See, it's okay. Everyone's all right. It worked out in the end.
As the others, free themselves and get everything, they look at you with a mixture of fear and distrust. They move to go over the rock bridge over the chasm that Cohen is. Fabia and Cohen go, "Come on, Nez, we'll find this damn holocron and get out of here." And they seem to leave you standing there as they go across the bridge. Another tremor rocks the cave. And to your horror, you see as the bridge that they are walking on collapses, giving way. They managed to grab onto the other side of the chasm, but there's now like a good 15-20 foot chasm between you and them. They're dangling and screaming out in panic and desperation. Them desperately holding on. Nez seems the weakest. I mean, Cohen is like one-handing it, right? His other arm sort of limp at his side, him screaming in pain. It's up to her what she does now.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything I can reach them with.
There's some debris. There's maybe a log that you could like an old gnarled rotting, almost rotting log. Several rocks if you want to throw them at them for any reason. I don't know. If particularly sadistic. You could try the branch though. You don't know how successful that would be.
I'm gonna try. I don't have force move. There's not much I can do.
You grab the log, you run towards, and it doesn't reach. It's just not long enough. Without force move, there's not much you can really do. The only choices to you right now are either to watch them die, or you could try to jump it.
Let's see. I have. Nope. It's in talent.
Yours is unfortunately the shortest out of them all. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah. I don't have enough XP for Force Leap, so I guess I'm just gonna try and run and jump across and hope that the amount of Force
Give
Enhance
me-
I have will help.
Give me. It's going to be an average athletics.
Okay.
If you would like to upgrade, you can. It's the light side. If you...
Sure. Let's try and upgrade.
I just realized I had to. Oh, I'm shorter on the dark side somehow. Wait.
Small. The dark side ruins your body in one way or another.
You sail across the chasm, managing to land on the other side, sliding to a stop. Having made it, you hear the sound of falling rocks as their fingers begin to slip and the ledge begins to crumble. You reach out one by one, beginning to pull them up. First Cohen, who's on one hand, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Then Besh, then Nez, then Fabia. All three of them gasping, ears ringing. As you lay back on the rock, having saved them, you hear them all gently whisper, "Thank you, Besh." And you close your eyes. You blink them open, and you find yourself in a small chamber, in a familiar meditative position. And you hear an old, yet familiar ringing sound coming from deeper within the cave. It's high-pitched and it's pleasant, coming from beyond the chamber you're in.
I will let out
That is
a
the end
sigh.
of your particular force vision. I will be stealing you for Cohen's. I
Okay.
won't be stealing. No, I won't be stealing you for Cohen's. I will be stealing you for Fabia's. When it comes time, and the Inquisitor, is holding you, you're gonna be pained. You're severely beat up, and all I need you to do is choke out a run as if you're having it hard to breathe, and then at the very end, you're gonna be in for the whole for the whole battle because you'll be technically conscious.
Mhm.
At the very end, you need to plead her not to do it. Okay. That's your role in Fabia's vision.
I get to mess with people.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna just.
Oh,
Besh's
hi.
Besh's is the fastest of the lot, because, well, she meets up with you guys, some of you, like almost immediately. So that's the whole thing. I'm gonna steal Aichi next. Thank you. It's Fabia's
Okay,
turn.
have fun.
Bye.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Right, I need to turn off this overlay and turn on the Aichi overlay. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
You are in a dark cave. The end. No. You find.
Thanks.
What? This isn't right. What the fuck? Oh, okay. There we go. As you wander down your tunnel, the cave feels oppressive and filled with shadows. The air is heavy, and there's an eerie silence broken only by distant echoes. Gradually, you start to hear faint voices. This takes a while, but shouting that seems to be carried by the wind. The voices increase in volume until you can understand them. Somewhere up ahead, you hear one word ring out, loud and filling your ears. From Besh, a terrified cry. Inquisitor!
Well, immediate reaction. Sprint.
Okay. I'm about to steal.
I'm not really feeling it.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
I stole you. He's reached you already. Okay. As you continue down the tunnel, hang on. Where's your overlay? Fuck, I've lost your overlay. There it is. As you continue down the tunnel, the voices in the distance become clearer, and your heart quickens in response to the desperate cries for help. The cave's oppressive darkness gives way to an enormous antechamber bathed in eerie, dim light. Stalactites hang like jagged teeth from the high ceiling, the walls spread out, shimmering with an otherworldly glow. The center of the cavern is a gigantic pit of darkness, a lone bridge about 15 foot wide beyond it, several holes in the walls that lead to other tunnels. In the center of the bridge stands the imposing figure of... Oh, fuck me. Sorry. Apparently it's removed my Inquisitor preset, so I need to... stands the Inquisitor, a familiar sight, once again, seeing them for the first time in a very long while. Before them, you see Beshagol, your friend, suspended in midair by the Force, caught in a telekinetic grip. Beshagol's face contorts with pain, and their voice is filled with terror as they gasp for air, struggling against the invisible force that threatens to crush them.
At this point, panic will set in. But after calming, Fabia's going to death glare the Inquisitor.
Besh's training lightsaber is on the floor. The Inquisitor's lightsaber is ignited right now.
Well then, in that case,
Besh seems to be
Fab,
struggling.
yeah. Run!
At this, after she says that, the Inquisitor will let go of the grip, and Besh will flop to the ground. She's still conscious, but she's like at her wound threshold. If she does like anything, the Inquisitor can just unceremoniously end her. But the Inquisitor will turn to you.
You've done fucked up.
Another one, she's gonna say.
You've
Good.
really done fucked up. As Fabio, with a wave of her hand, will move Besh's training lightsaber from the ground to it and ignite
Oh.
it.
You're gonna okay. Alrighty. Lightsaber time. Can you? I'm just gonna give you her lightsaber momentarily. You can have this back in a minute, Bear. She needs it right now.
That's okay. It's damaged.
Double lightsaber. Okay. We're gonna go to initiative. Let me just. The best thing is these guys don't. Oh man, I'm gonna have to. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna have to do something here. We are going to go to the splash screen. I'm taking just you two because I don't want these guys to know what's happening.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm dragging both you two. They can't see this. They also won't see the combat. If you could change all of your roles to private GM roles, please. In the drop down
Gotcha.
menu next to the little dice, you can click it. Private GM role. We don't want them
Alrighty.
to see anything that's going to go on because otherwise it will tip them off to shit that's happening.
Understood.
I don't think this thing needs. Oh, it is. Right. Just drag yourselves on, and well, I mean, Besh is probably not going to do anything, so you can drag yourself on if you want, but you know, depends on how dead you want to be.
I will be there as moral support.
Yeah.
Gotta motivate Fabio.
Hers was amazingly quick. She just got like it was two hits. Me hitting her hitting the floor. Like that was so
it did not go well for me.
To be entirely fair, with the amount of wounds still on Fabio, yeah, it's not gonna go much better.
She is okay. Go ahead and roll.
Vigilance. Yeah, no.
Okay. Yep. So you are currently at short range with her because you're in conversation range. She is going to smirk and raise her lightsaber in that stereotypical cocky way, and then beckon you. She's taking a defensive stance, so you're going to add an additional setback to all of your
attack rolls.
Yeah. So you got 2 setbacks on your attack rolls, basically.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Fabio's gonna chuckle a little and say, "You people never really change, do you?"
All talk, all bite, no bark.
Should say the same from you.
Then have at me. Prove your worth.
Shouldn't I be telling you the same thing? And Fabio's going to grab a stim pack and quickly use it on herself. Realizing she's still hurt.
Did you heal for?
Yeah, I'm down to 5. I was down to 5 wounds.
So that's 3 because it hasn't been 24 hours. So you'll go down to 2 wounds with that.
Yep.
Okay. And
I take it. It is also a maneuver to take a defensive stance.
it is a that's a good point. I forgot. I
Mhm.
think it's a check.
Mhm.
Where is Confident Combat? Here we go. Guarded Stance. It's a maneuver.
It's a maneuver. Okay. Um, I shall take the 2 strain and take up my defensive stance
Okay.
and say it's unlike me to attack first.
You can just downgrade your action if you're not going to take an action.
Oh yeah,
on
okay.
your
I'll downgrade my
strain
action then.
needed.
That's perfect.
She's gonna. Okay, if that's your turn, she's gonna growl and maneuver into short range, into engage range with you.
Yep.
And then she's going to go ahead and okay, so you've got how much defense? Melee defense? 2, right? Because you've got defensive on your vibro sword, which is you dual wielding, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay, so that means you're at 2 setbacks. Yeah, 2 setbacks. Difficulty 2. Okay, so you take 7 damage. She's gonna crit you.
Oh god. Oh god.
Again, lethal blows means you can add 20 to it by default. Because of her talent.
Hmm. That's a big hit. That's a real big.
Yeah, so you take
Inquisitors
7
don't
damage,
mess
no
around.
soak, is breach.
Mhm. That's how much no soak? 6,
7.
7.
7. Ooh, okay, got you.
And she's gonna crit.
Mm-hmm. Which the
So,
crit
so
is
D100 plus 20 because of her lethal.
85.
Winded. You cannot voluntarily suffer a strain to activate abilities. Gain additional maneuvers until the end of the encounter.
So she knocked the wind out of me.
Yep. It is your turn.
Now that's what I'm talking about. And I think the lightsaber is a better swing for this time.
You're better with the vibro sword because you have a.
I
yellow
do have the
vibro.
rank. I
Yep.
do have the rank. All right.
However, if you're going to
Hmm.
dual wield, do you plan to dual wield? As in, are you declaring that you're dual wielding right now?
The lightsaber was the only thing. Wait, lightsaber, vibro sword. God, I really shouldn't be
Okay.
dual wielding right now.
So if you want to dual wield, it's really simple, right? We upgrade the difficulty by 1. And you have to roll with the worst dice pool. If you succeed, you can use 2 advantages to hit with the other one for free, using your successes that you got.
I see.
Personally,
Unfortunately,
I would suggest just using the vibro sword for now because you're much better with that, and it's much more deadly
Okay.
for you personally.
Fair.
Yeah.
Then I think just the vibro sword should be fine.
Okay. So that would so ordinarily it'd be 2 purple. It's going to be 2 purple and a 2 red and a purple because adversary 3.
Adversary. 2 red and a purple?
Yep.
Oh
Adversary
my.
3. You upgrade any check against her 3 times.
Ah.
You upgrade the difficulty 3 times because she's an adversary.
Yeah.
Inquisitors are nasty. I keep telling people this.
They're really
and
nasty.
They don't believe me. They're like, nah,
I
they're not that bad.
might
No,
just have to upgrade my ability then at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. And Kershwing. Well, shit. It was a triumph, but oh shit. Okay, so what can I with triumph? I can do a lot.
Do a lot. Remember, anything that requires like damage, you can't do because I didn't do damage. You can do
Correct.
something vital.
Okay, let's do something vital.
As you swing, she sort of like she dodges it and like bats it out of the way, missing the vibro sword, not cutting it in half or anything. Luckily, but as she like swings to like sort of stop you, her lightsaber like impacts the bridge, and you see like a gash form and weakens like what you're standing on. She doesn't seem to have noticed. Okay, she's going to. Yep, she's gonna go ahead and another. How much damage are you on? You're on 9. Okay. She's going to step back and sigh because you're basically on your last legs and she knows it. Like if she hits you again, you're down, right? Unfulfilling. To think you used to be a knight. How pathetic. Very well. Let's be done with this. I tire of games. Surrender to my blade. Put down your weapons. She puts her hand to the side. And Besh, you're going to levitate because I'm going to start crushing you again, I think. Surrender. Or I kill this one in retribution, and then I will kill every one of your little friends as I break you. Besh, you have about one sentence that you can get out.
Fabia, don't.
Oh, that's very succinct.
Fabia is currently going through mental turmoil.
She's offered you a deal.
Mm.
If you surrender to her right now, she doesn't kill your friends. She just takes you and
Nobody else gets hurt.
you have my word. Besh, I need to message you something. Okay, there you
Fabia sighs. I really, really hate you. And tosses. Actually, hold on a second. This is really, really difficult. I don't think I can even make that decision.
So I will say I'm hitting your emotional weakness right now, which means if you give in to
really
it,
are.
if you give in to it, you will gain conflict.
What
Just
if
so
I
you know.
don't?
If you don't give in to it, then you recover some strain. Possibly a wound. But also, you've got to think in the situation. Fabia.
At this point, Fabio would have as much of a struggle deciding as I am.
Okay.
Roll that discipline.
You can always roll discipline with whatever difficulty you want it to be, based on the struggle that you're going through. If you fail, give in to your emotional weakness. If you succeed, you don't. That's entirely optional, mind. Like, you can just decide. But if you're having trouble deciding, you really don't know, then then
Putting this in Fabia's situation. She's grown fond of her connections, what her Jedi training has shown her. To give in is to show a bigger sign of weakness. Than anything. So therefore, on her as a character, this would be an easy. Alright, let's roll it. Okay. So Fabia's gonna sigh and say, I really hate you. You should know better than to give me the option of giving in. And with that, she's going to charge in and go for another swing.
Okay, go ahead and roll me your vibro sword. You will get to upgrade this 3 times and 2 boosts.
Okay, I'm going to move to engage real quick.
She has 1 defense, so
Okay,
1 setback.
so this gets upgraded 3 times.
3 times, and you get 2 boosts.
So I have 2 yellows and a green. Or no, that's 2 times. I have 3 yellows. Ooh.
You got this.
And it's versus 1 red and a purple, right?
It's no, 2 reds and a purple, but you get 2 boosts and 1 setback.
Okay. So
I believe in you.
I'm back. Okay. Okay. God damn, why did I have to roll as many successes as I did failures? +1. I hit at least.
Okay. You hit, and she will scream with rage. She actually takes no damage from that because you didn't even beat her soak. But she will scream with rage on her turn. She's going to move back, maneuver, and say, "Fine! Die with your little friend." And then I'm going to hurl Besh at you. Like, you are now a weapon. Yay!
We'll beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
So I'm going to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. It's going to be discipline at short range. Do you have any ranged defense? You don't, do you?
I don't believe I.
She hits you!
Yeah, I do not.
Okay, so I'm not making this up, actually. You're at 14 wounds.
I'm at exactly
from the
14
damage.
wounds.
Exactly
Holy
14. As
Yep.
Besh hits you,
Mm-hmm.
the area that you weakened earlier crumbles and the Inquisitor falls. Seems the force of whatever she did crumbled the thing. As you like sort of sit on the ground and your eyes close, you blink them open. Sweat is pouring off you, leaving vapor in the cold air. You are in a much smaller cavern, sitting in a meditative posture. And there is a high-pitched but not unpleasant sound reverberating through the cavern that is familiar to a Jedi's ears. A faint blue glow is just beyond a small hole in the far wall. Well done. You've completed your Force vision. That wasn't real. Thank you very much for the acting,
Anytime.
Besh, my love. I have
Yeah.
one simple question. Did you realize that was a vision, or did I successfully fool you? It's okay if I didn't. But,
You actually successfully fooled me.
yes!
Like, I was over here thinking just like, oh shit,
Okay,
Besh and the party are
brilliant.
gonna die.
You get to be complicit along with with Issa now, who has to actually go for a few minutes anyway. She's not
Mhm.
needed for the next one, but you're gonna help me fool Cohen. You're gonna be his enemy, I'm afraid. You've been corrupted by the dark side influence of the dark side temple that was in this cave that you guys didn't know about, and
Mhm.
have, in anger, apparently turned on Besh and will turn on Cohen when he walks in.
Okay.
I need you to you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna quickly reveal that discipline. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna delete it. Basically, I'm just gonna tell him that you failed a discipline check, and as a result, you've been corrupted momentarily by the dark side, and we'll see what he does, because that's his like greatest fear, and so the cave is gonna fucking use it. Like...
Oh boy, this is great.
So you get to be complicit. Otherwise, not a word to the other two. They don't know. So as far as they're concerned, things happened. You'll find out in your bit, etc., etc. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Oh god.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Hi.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Hello, hello. I'm here to steal the cat, like the GIF that Lily put in. I'm just gonna I remove the covers and I steal the cat. It's time for Cohen. I will be stealing Aichi as well. I was gonna steal Issa and Aichi, but that's changed. So, you know, it's fine. Be prepared to be stolen, Aichi, but yeah. Have fun.
I'm
Come
prepared.
for the cat boys.
Okay. I'm
Hi, how you
scared.
doing? Yeah, we're gonna just hide Issa's hide. Where's yours? There's the kittens. Hi, how you doing? I have the wrong thing on. Whoops. How long have I been on that one? That was weird. Okay. Either way. Okay. So for the next duration,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to turn yourself on a private GM roll. I don't want anyone else seeing what we're rolling.
Okay. Private
Um,
GM. There we go.
Yeah, private GM roll. That means it'll only go to me and you. You'll see the result, so will I. Yeah. Are you ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
As
I'm
you walk
scared.
deeper into the cave, the once rough walls gradually transform into eerily smooth black stone. It's a chillingly
no.
familiar sight. It
Oh
reminds
no.
you of the dark pyramid from a haunting memory. The chamber that unfolds before you is vast, spanning about 100 feet across. Unlike the pyramid, the chamber is a dome. Shaped, and at its center stands an ominous altar. The altar, perched at the end of a sleek black stone bridge, looms above a colossal pit that surrounds it. Darkside energy radiates from the altar, but it doesn't resemble the interior of the pyramid. Instead, yeah, as I said, the chamber is adorned with constellations etched in ethereal light, adorning both the walls and the ceiling of the dome. On the altar, you spot what appears to be the holocron you've been seeking. It gleams with an otherworldly aura, drawing you closer. However, your attention is captured by a disconcerting sight. Standing
Oh god.
at the very center of the bridge, leading to the altar, is Fabia.
What?
Ah, shit.
Hi.
Her appearance is
Oh.
warped by the dark influence of the pyramid's light chamber. What's more, you notice something chilling at her feet. Beshigal is wounded and bleeding from apparent wounds inflicted by Fabia's own vibro sword.
Fabio, what did you do?
Oh, my dear sweet calm. I've done what needed to be done. And
Translation:
unfortunately,
he failed the discipline check with flying colors.
Oh.
and unfortunately, you're next on my list.
Uh,
No
So I'm just
witnesses.
I'm gonna pull you here, Cohen. Hi, how you doing? We're using this. We are
Hi.
going to go ahead and go into combat mode.
Okay. Fabia's sword is blood soaked, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. Fuck.
Okay. On the black bridge of the dark dome with the altar radiating dark side, we find our combatants. Fabia, your turn.
Fabia's just gonna giggle maniacally, take up a defensive stance, and say, "Come at me, Cone. You know exactly what would happen if I came at you."
That I may. What? What happened?
I already told you. I did what needed to be done. Our dear
No.
friend Besh unfortunately got in the way.
Cohen, you can actually hear Darkside whispers in your ears. Do you want to give me a discipline check? It's gonna be an average, please.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find it. Average.
Okay,
Okay.
please. That's it. Okay.
Fuck!
You can feel the dome like making you angry, like, but more importantly, it's stoking one particular emotion in you as it preys upon your weakness. It is stoking fear. Fear that it is happening again.
He's just gonna have flashbacks to a certain moment from his backstory. Seeing this. Uh, this isn't you.
On the contrary, this has been the most me I've ever been. Now, enough chit chat.
I didn't tell him to say that. That is just that is you have no idea how perfect that line is for him to hear it again. I I love tabletops so much. Like,
At that point, Fabio will start to maniacally giggle.
okay, well that's his turn, so it's your turn, Cohen. What are you doing?
What can I do is the question.
Well, I mean, it seems like Aichi is gonna fight you, so you can either fight back or run, or I don't know. You know, there's any number of things you can do. You have a handy dandy force power that might be able to help.
No, we saw what happened last time. We saw what happened last time. And Cohen would refuse to use that thing unless it absolutely becomes necessary. And you know why, Ash. Ugh. I mean, I could try to use the stun setting on the blaster rifle. But Cohen is gonna at least glance around and see if there's any way around this. Fuck. Is there anything he can at least let you for cover just in case? Nearby or no?
Repeat that for me.
Anything like that can be used as like cover.
Anything else for like cover?
Yeah.
No, not really. It's just like a bare
Okay.
bridge.
I was just curious. Okay. Fabi, no, I don't want to fight you.
That can be arranged.
But if you think I'm going to give in to this, you know this isn't you. You'd never do this.
Are we just going to talk? It seems a lot boring.
Gonna talk all day? Are we going to fight? Suddenly, Kingsman. Manners. Make it
And
man.
would see Cohen switch his blaster to stun. Because he's not going to try and hurt
So
her.
that's one maneuver, right? Okay, I take you're gonna shoot then. I imagine.
Yeah, it's not like I have a choice.
Okay, so you're at short range, so it's only going to be one difficulty. Fabia doesn't have adversary, which means it's just one purple. It's gonna hurt.
I really don't think I could have adversary.
I could, in theory, give it to you, but well, actually, you know, the dark side is affecting you. Actually, I'm going to give you adversary one.
Okay.
You're technically
Oh,
an
it's
adversary
not
right now.
good.
So rather than one purple, it's going to be one red. So it just upgrades the check once.
Okay.
Any check you take against him will be by one. Okay, so you take 10 stun damage. You take a strain though, Khan.
Okay.
So 10 strain mitigated by 4 soak, which means 6 strain. So you're at 8 strain, Aichi.
Okay.
And that is Cohen's turn.
Mhm.
Fabia, it does seem that he's not gonna even fight you fairly. He's just gonna shoot you, which is very unsporting.
It's not like my melee isn't it's fucking shit.
I thought you'd at least come at me. Fine then. Let's make this a little more interesting. Fabia's going to approach and use her, get into engaging range and use her influence,
Oh fuck.
Oh,
echoing
okay.
the dark whispers of "Hate me, hit me, give in."
Okay, so this is going to be an opposed discipline check because that's what it is.
Yep.
So, it's going to be one red and one purple against your, I believe it's discipline, right? Hang on.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's an opposed
uh,
discipline. Yeah.
282 of.
Okay.
Discipline versus discipline check, yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, so it's going to be one red and a purple, discipline.
Okay.
You're in a dark side area, so I'm going to give you a boost, actually, because like he's already failed his discipline check once against this place, so it's almost certainly helping him, helping you rather.
Okay.
So that's going to be your action.
Mhm.
If you succeed, you'll be able to make him influence him for at least one.
1 round.
Yeah, for 5 minutes or 1 round in combat. Yeah, so so for 1 round, Cohen, if he succeeds this, you will be filled with a level of hatred for him that you will have never have felt. Like we're talking like bone deep, like guttural, like like just you will despise him.
Oh,
Kind of like what I felt for my master.
that's a good one.
Oh god. Oh fuck.
Ash, I
Okay.
assume you're thinking.
You had some weird thinking. This.
I said I assume you are thinking.
Yeah. So that's a success, which means okay, that's your turn. Cohen, you are filled with an unnatural level of hatred for Fabia. Like
No.
just
No.
bone deep hatred. And the fear mixing together and the surroundings. What do you do? It's up to you. His only command was to hate him and attack him. So you have to attack him. And you almost certainly hate him. But it's up to you how.
Like deep down, like Cohen still doesn't want to hurt them. It's like
Unfortunately, yes, but right now, all
Yeah.
you can feel is hatred.
If that's all he's gonna feel, and he's engaged, there's really only one thing he would do. We'll see how this goes. Uh, if it if I use the gaffy stick, what would the difficulty
Sorry, just quickly,
be?
I feel all bad. I do believe, Aichi, that Pickle wishes evil Fabio will step on him. Lately. Anyway, sorry. Repeat that question for me, Kitten. What was that?
If I'm using the gaffy stick, what would difficulty be?
It's melee is always 2, but with adversary,
Okay.
adversary it'd be 1 red, 1 purple.
Okay, that's why I was asking. So I need. Oh, this is not gonna go well for me. Tell you that flat out. Oh god, okay.
Okay, so Aichi, you take 1 damage
1.
thanks to your soak.
Okay.
You unfortunately do not have enough to activate any of its item qualities. So, what do you have to do with that advantage? Give yourself next to boost. I take it.
Hold on. Yeah.
Or strain.
Yeah, give me.
Fabio. It seems he's finally giving in. He just attacked you.
Good boy. Although you definitely should have used something else. I've seen you do it before. What's the difference between now and then? At this point, Besh is in the same stance I was only hours ago.
I'm not using that ability. Not again.
Do I have to prove I'm willing to hurt you? Fine. And Fabia's going to tighten her grip on her Vibro sword and swing.
This is gonna hurt.
um, any additional or
I have no melee or ranged defense, so.
I'm asking Ash.
Um,
Like, do I get a boost or anything?
he actually has melee defense. You don't get any boosts for this.
Okay.
The
Okay.
gaffy stick is defensive, which means he gets it.
Okay,
So you
yeah,
do have
yeah.
1 setback.
One setback.
Yeah, alright, defensive. I forgot it has defensive.
Okay.
But I like never use it, so.
Mm. Hey,
What would you like to do with those threats, Kitten?
there's a
There's 3 threats.
yeah.
There's 3 threats. What would you like to do to him? He
Hold
does,
on.
however, do 7 damage with Pierce 2, which means you take 2 offside. You do take 5 damage, just so you know.
Ah,
As he cuts you.
ow. Okay. Three threat.
When he cuts you, you feel the dark side whispers get all that stronger. He's going to be feeding off of this.
Can I give a setback to them and so it's
You can take strain as
3.
well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Make them take 1 strain.
So you're going to give them a setback on their next action, and you'll make them take 1 strain. So they take 1 strain, don't you?
Understood.
Okay. Go on, it's your turn.
You're not giving me a choice, are you?
You thought you had a choice? It's kill or be killed.
I don't want to, but I'm going to. Watch me get no dark side things here. Okay.
Light in the dark. What are you doing? Are you gonna harm him or are you gonna heal yourself?
Because I can only do one. I can't do both, can I?
Unfortunately, you have to do one or the other.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
The duality of kitten.
Oh. No, you know what? He's gonna heal himself. He's not gonna use the harm.
Go ahead and also recover 2 strain for not giving in to
2
your
strain.
weakness. As you heal yourself,
And would I heal
consciously
for 4
choosing
or
consciously choosing not to give in. You close your eyes, you heal yourself, you breathe in, and you open your eyes. You find yourself in a meditative pose on the floor of a smaller chamber than you were in, alone. There is a high-pitched ringing, pleasant to the ears sound from beyond a hole. You see a light blue glow, or a dark blue glow from that way. And I believe that is another person that was completely fooled into thinking this was all real. So well done, Aichi. Well played.
Thank
You have just had a force vision, dear kitten. You did good. You didn't give in. Either you gave in and the vision would end, or you didn't give in and the vision would end, and you didn't give in. You healed yourself. I am so proud of you.
because I was going in characters like no, unless he was about to die, he wouldn't use that power. The only reason he used it before is because Fabio was
Did I
was-
get you? Did you
was-
think this was real? Did you think this was happening? Was it successful?
I was scared. I was fucking scared. Okay.
Okay, you're all gonna be used for puppies. All of you. And unfortunately, it's gonna get a little rough for her, which means we're gonna do puppies, and then we're gonna go on an immediate break to do aftercare. And the reason why is your instructions are very simple.
Mhm.
You have to make her feel inadequate. You have to make
Oh,
you have to make Nez, her character, feel inadequate. She's gonna be stuck in a pit. You guys are gonna rescue from her. Your job is to remark that it would have been easy to climb out and sort of not necessarily ridicule her, but like, you know, be like, why didn't you just get out? Right? Like you could have easily climbed out. There was nothing wrong with that, right? Then there's gonna be a technological room with a bridge that's gonna take a mechanics check. She's going to fail because I'm gonna make the dark side just completely fuck her. And it's gonna be really upsetting for her. And then Fabio, you're gonna do a mechanics check and it's gonna be really easy. And you're gonna do it because you're the least mechanically adept out of like everyone.
I really am.
The key
what is your mechanics out of curiosity?
Tutoring, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is like we're gonna have to do a lot of aftercare after this because it's probably gonna impact Puppy herself quite a bit. And I will so we're gonna go on a break straight after hers. But that's what I need you to do. I need you to make her feel at least a little inadequate.
Okay.
The key I'm trying to do is to make her run and hide. Or fight. Get angry. If she does neither, she passes. If she does one or the other, then we'll see where it takes us. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, whether or not your character comes away from these visions stronger is up to you guys. Base it off of how the visions ended, right? If they ended poorly, your character probably didn't grow from this experience. If they ended well, then they probably did, right? Like, at least a little bit. So that's the thing I'm going to say, okay? And I'm going to take you back, and yeah.
Appa. Appa.
What?
Oh no,
Hi.
my computer shut down.
That is, in fact, the end of the session. Puppy gets nothing. No, I love you.
I will fight you.
Okay. I'm gonna steal Puppy away, and I will
shit.
end up stealing everyone in here eventually in puppies. Because
Yay.
now, which is why we're doing it in this order, is because it's the order that you're up in. So, okay, right. We'll be back.
Okay.
Wah.
Hey, baby. I love you and I've missed you. Okay? Try not to worry too much. I love you, okay?
Love you too.
As you walk deeper into the cave,
Mhm.
you spend a decent time wandering. It seems the path that you've taken is like immensely long and winding. You're going left and then right and then left again, up and down, and there's like a moment where you have to climb up a ledge. Right? It's like the terrain is just exhausting, especially for one that isn't used to doing a lot of athletics work. Right?
Don't call me out like this.
Well, I'm talking about Nez, baby, not you.
I
Silly.
know.
Meh.
Well, both regardless.
But after a good long while, you like 20-25 minutes maybe, right? You find yourself in a chamber. Much like the rest
Okay.
of the cave system, with rocky walls and an oppressive atmosphere. And then the ground begins to shake again. And before you can react, the ground beneath your feet gives way. And you tumble into a pit with a painful thud. Go ahead and give me an athletics. It's going to be a hard one, please.
Oh
To see
God.
how you fall. Coordination, actually. Coordination. Not athletics. Sorry.
Coordinate. Okay, I'm better at coordination.
So it's going to be an average one to see how much damage you take. See if...
Oh, average. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Not only do you land on your feet, you don't even take any strain. You're fine, right?
I'm part
you're
cat.
like, whoa.
I'm
Yeah,
not only dog.
you're not only dog, you're part cat. You land on the floor. Unfortunately, as you look around, you realize that you're trapped in this pit. The walls are steep, and the chamber begins to crumble around you. It is, like there's rocks, debris, but there's like the only thing you can really do is try to climb out. Otherwise, you feel pretty helpless. If you would like to try and climb out, it's going to be a daunting athletics check with 2 setbacks due to the fact that rocks are still crumbling from the pit walls and are loose.
Oh, whatever. Let's get this over with. Yeah.
Okay. So you try again and again. You take 3 strain as you try to climb out desperately. The rocks crumble, and unfortunately, you come to the realization that there's no way out of this pit. The only thing to do is to keep trying. What feels like so long passes. The steep walls, close in. You start to feel a bit claustrophobic. And then you hear footsteps.
I'm not really feeling it.
I'm not really feeling it.
From above the pit that you are currently trapped in, you see 3 figures. Your friends!
Yay.
Hooray! Um, honestly, within a few short minutes, they have you out of that pit, no problem. With their help, you get out pretty quickly. In fact, actually, you get out kind of easily with their help.
Why didn't you just climb out?
I
You
tried.
can't even
I
get out of
failed
a
miserably.
pit on your own? Ness, my legs don't even work, and I don't struggle with this as much as you do.
It was
You can
quite
feel
easy
the
to
pull
come
of
out
the dark side around you, Nez, and like these words sounds a little harsher than they normally would. You get the feeling that they're all being somewhat influenced by the cave.
It's no matter. We'll just keep carrying you through things.
as we always have.
Hey, I tried, okay? The rocks aren't as sturdy as they need to be.
It's always something, isn't it? The rocks aren't sturdy enough. You didn't leave your planet enough. Oh, is there anything you can do right?
As you guys venture a little deeper, onward towards the cave, you eventually reach a chamber. It is a large chamber, and as you see, it's a lot more technologically advanced than you expected. To your surprise, the holocron is on a pedestal. However, it's protected by an advanced force field of some kind, and a mechanical bridge seems to be the only way to reach it. The mechanical bridge is currently like retracted, and it will take a daunting mechanics check to get it reactivated and hooked up to a power source so it can re-extend.
I can do that.
Due
Hopefully.
to the dark side influence, it's going to be upgraded twice. Like, you feel really oppressed here. Like, there's almost whispers in your ear from, like, you know, saying all sorts of horrible things. It seems that a lot of the dark side is, like, concentrated right in this room where you are surrounding the holocron.
Okay.
I'm also going to upgrade it by one using a dark side point
Fuck
because I am mean. So it's going to be 3 reds and a purple.
This is going to be your chance to redeem yourself.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see if you can do it.
You succeed, and the bridge begins to extend, but thanks to those threats, which I'm going to consume, I'm also going to consume a dark side, it stops halfway. The motor's seemingly like seizing up and jamming like a whole bunch. Try as you might, you can't get it to extend any further.
That's
All
it.
right, so let me take a look at it.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
look
Give
too
me,
hard.
give me another mechanics check. We'll make this one hard. I'm gonna upgrade it by 1, so it's a red and 2 purples.
Yes. E.
With that advantage, it extends another quarter of the way and then stops.
Oh, I can't
Um,
see. Oh, I didn't see
Yeah,
that one.
Oh,
you guys are still on DM private.
Yeah, you're rolling to DM. Sorry.
Oh, my apologies.
There we go. Yeah. But now it's close enough that you guys could easily like sort of like hop the rest of the way.
Mm.
As you guys all shuffle across the bridge, the final hurdle is the ray shield that is around the holocron. Nez,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be another mechanics check. Same difficulty as the last one. I'm going to upgrade it as well, like I did before. I haven't. Thing. Oh, whoops! That's the wrong. That's the wrong Isa. Hang on.
Oh.
The wrong Misa. Oh no.
You good?
Yep.
And a
Ooh.
triumph.
And a triumph.
Whew.
The ray shield deactivates, and the holocron is within grasp. But that's when you realize, Nez, the holocron is a hologram. It's not real. Your hand phases through it, and you can feel The walls close in. I want you now to describe roughly how this entire thing has made you feel. Like the cave. Like what's going through Nez's head right now.
I'm feeling useless, I guess.
Oh. Is it okay? What does Nez do next? That feeling of
Look
uselessness
around.
really does, like, it's amplified by the dark side around you. What is Nez's next?
Look around, I guess. I don't know.
Give me a perception.
What is it?
A perception? An average. With that advantage, I'm going to give you just a tiny bit. You feel that tiny pinprick of light that you've been feeling in the middle of all the darkness, as if giving you a way out, allows you to see the way one of the walls is built looks a bit wrong to you. Why don't you go ahead and give me one final mechanics check?
Is it the same?
Yes.
Are you done?
Try as you might, you cannot get the wall to collapse until finally. What do you do?
I guess pull out my, I don't know, hit it. Pull out my gaffy stick
it?
and hit it. I don't
Okay.
know.
Give me a gaffy attack. It's gonna be an easy.
Okay.
The stationary target's just a wall.
Nope.
Give me another one. Give me another one.
Just keep hitting it. You got this.
There we go.
You hit the wall and it crumbles, and as it does, you reveal a further chamber. And from the looks of things, like down a short hallway, you can see the hologram. What's going through that head, puppy?
Looking around, I don't know if I can tell if it's a hologram from this distance. Seeing any of the wires, I guess, that the previous chamber had, or the
No,
technology
it looks
had.
like just a fairly natural cave.
Okay.
How does Nez feel?
I guess the smallest bit hopeful.
Alrighty. As you blink, you find yourself. Your eyes open, and you realize you're in a small chamber, in a meditative pose. In the distance, you can hear a high-pitched ringing sound, pleasant to the ear. Chamber beyond. Faint, pink glow emanating from the cave. And this is where we're going to go on a short break, everyone. We will be right back in 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Thanks. Enjoy the music.
Probably not.
We are back. Hello. Welcome back. The
Hello.
aftercare has been
Hello.
successfully completed.
Ah,
They have toileted, the aftercare has been completed, everyone is fine and dandy. And you all get up from your meditative stances simultaneously and march towards the light and the sound.
I am.
I will tell you now something that Ahsoka once said. I think it was Ahsoka.
Yes.
That, like the caves of Ilum, these caves sing to you. As you walk into the chamber beyond, you are each greeted by the presence of all four of you, coming in from different homes.
everyone okay?
Everyone survive? Mentally?
You know, I've been better. But I think I'm
Staring.
gonna push through.
Staring into the luminescent crystals around you, you see a multitude of confusing images, centuries of history, depicted in a handful of seconds. Each of you is called to by a different crystal, glowing bright, like the only thing in the world to eat. Nez, near your entrance in the ground from a... Is it stalagmite or stalactite that comes up from it? I think it's a
Stalagmite.
stalagmite.
Oh, yeah.
An icy stalagmite. You see a pink crystal singing to you gently. Besh, near you from a stalactite. You see at the end, just within reach of you, an orange crystal glowing faintly and singing to you. Fabia, yours is in the wall to your left. A light blue crystal singing faintly, calling to you. Cohen, yours to your right, singing to you gently. Dark blue light.
It's been years since I've heard
Is-
this melody.
Is this
Takes me back.
Doesn't it? Well, congratulations, team. We have kyber crystals.
Reach out and take them. They're calling to you. I'm gonna reach up and pluck mine from the stalactite.
Upon you grabbing yours, Besh, it vibrates in your hand and splits into two.
Well, this is
I will
interesting.
go ahead and take mine.
You're using... Okay, who's double-bladed and who's single-bladed is the plan.
I'm doing single blade.
If you're dual-wielding as well, I also need to know.
Fabia's kind of taken the hand of dual wielding.
Okay. In that case, Fabia's also splits into two.
Yeah, dual wielding.
Oh, Nez as well? Really?
I love two blades. Okay, and I actually do have
I-
two blades.
Okay.
I will be the one single wielding then.
Okay, yeah. So, so you all of yours split into two apart from Cohen's, who stays as one. Because last I checked, double-bladed lightsabers take two crystals. Is the idea. Last I checked, I believe.
Yeah, it says it take any mods to the lightsaber take twice as many supplies.
The type of crystals these are is the next step, because I was going to do that before we started, but then I needed to lay down because I was EP, so I eeped a little,
Aww.
and I believe these are just normal crystals. These are Ilum crystals, basically. So just basic bitch crystals. which are just
Mhm.
um yeah so +6 damage, +2 critical rating, +1 breach, sunder. That's all they give. They do have mod options though of 2 times vicious, 4 times damage +1, and 1 times critical rating -1. So you can make an on crystal really nasty, but you have to mod it. You will have kyber crystals now. Congratulations, you did it. This
Yay!
wasn't actually originally planned. The only reason this happened is because the game describes these caves as crystalline and glowing, and I'm like, well, fuck. I mean, I can't not. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like so. Here we are. Eventually, though, once you guys have all sort of like you're comparing your lightsaber crystals, and what have you, your eyes are drawn to a cube. It is sitting neatly amongst stalagmites, held there. It seems to be guarded by a translucent figure. You realize now it's coming from the holocron. Like the curator, but considering more severe in appearance. This one appears as a stern-looking Zabrak female, made of golden light, dressed in austere robes that reveal armor plating
here.
beneath the folds of fabric. A lightsaber hangs from her belt, but the harsh gaze she casts on you is somehow more intimidating. Her expression softens slightly after a moment, and she speaks. I am the Warden, Dawn Temple. I greet you, seekers of knowledge. Your arrival is untimely, but not unwelcome. You have brought light into these caves, so let us hope you can endure the shadow it casts. The figure will vanish with no further comment. It looks like the holocron is safe to retrieve.
Reminds me of
Right.
my old master.
The words are a little bit distorted in places.
I'm going to reach out and pluck the holocron from the cave pedestal, I guess it would be ish. Rocks.
As you do,
Probably like most likely.
You hear low growls
Uh-oh.
as ice wolves appear, led by a incredibly savage-looking matriarch. Appear in the cave. They growl. They bare their teeth. They stop. The growl subsides, and they step aside. They look at you with eyes that are a little too knowing.
Both wolves appeared in here.
They don't look like loth wolves, no. They look
I
like
know they
ice
don't.
wolves.
I know they don't. I meant their eyes.
Yeah. They look like ice wolves, but they look a mite more intelligent than you would expect.
I'm gonna give the matriarch a bow.
Lightness is averted me.
The matriarch will breathe out. The matriarch bows her head. Response. You're allowed to leave now if you wish. The wolves won't accost you. They just watch you go, and then fade back into the caves. but
Uh,
you have lightsaber crystals.
We
You
have
have the
cards.
hologram.
Oh.
Let's go.
Fucking W.
Hello.
Thus far, the only one of you who hasn't taken a lightsaber form in preparation of this, by the way, is the kitten.
Because I don't have XP for it
I
yet.
know, sweetie. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm not deriding you. I promise.
I know, it's next thing
let-
I'm grabbing.
We'll be
Hopefully
spending
after
some
this, you
time
may-
working on
you
our
may have
lightsaber
enough.
forms.
Hopefully after this, after this game, you may have enough.
All right.
But you have the second holocron.
Let's head back towards the temple.
You guys exit the caves. You definitely feel like it's weird, right? The darkness from the cave isn't gone, but now as you're walking, it's nowhere near as oppressive, and that little pinprick of light that you felt is now a torrent. It like matches the darkness pound for pound. It seems that whatever you did here, you have restored the balance of the force within the caves.
Thank God.
Interesting.
You emerge. It is pitch dark.
Oh boy.
Judging by the position of the moon, it's midnight right now.
How long were we in there?
It wasn't even
S-
sunset when we
5,
went in.
6 hours by my guess.
You are met by, as you guys like look around in the darkness, it's hard to see him, but a figure slips off from a rock and approaches. It is one of the hunters that you stunned a while. He is unarmed and he's holding up his hands. I guess you survived.
I guess so.
If I didn't, you better tell me.
He's gonna blink. Huh?
Don't worry about her.
Oh.
She's confusing.
She's just trying to make light.
When we got back to the village, they explained that you came by. You apologized. It's us that should apologize. I came to apologize myself, but you weren't here, and well, I'm not going over those caves. What am I crazy to say? So I figured I'd wait here until tomorrow, and then if you didn't come out, I'd assume you died, and move on.
Well, we're alive.
I appreciate it, but you don't need to apologize.
Well, if you need a place to stay, the village is fine. You can stay in my house. It's small, but it's snug. He's gonna say.
I
You could
think
have
we
killed me.
greatly appreciate
You
that.
could have killed all of us. You didn't.
We knew it wasn't you guys at the moment.
I don't know what came over us. We were just so angry.
Yeah,
It happens to the best. It's okay.
To
You
quote
needn't worry.
my old friend, darkness had shrouded this land and clouded your sense of direction. The light came through and showed you the way.
I know the way. You know the
I
way.
swear to God, I was trying to be humble.
Sorry.
Can we please
Sorry.
no?
He's gonna nod. Yes, I'll return to the village. Are you able to get back to where road is you going?
Village.
Yeah, we
think
need a
it's
place for the
really
night.
late right now.
My rather
And at
I
least
not.
think
after
we
this,
will take you up on your offer.
Might as
Very
well.
well. I'm afraid dinner is long past, but I could probably ruffle up some bread. I'm gonna say.
Oh, I thought
Just a
bread.
place to rest for the night would be plenty.
He'll guide you back. He tells you that his name is Sindar, and like as he brings you back, inside the village, it's fairly cozy, right? The houses aren't exactly high tech, right? They're made with obviously very locally sourced everything, right? But
Mm.
inside his house, it's warm. You know, there are furs on the ground, a roaring fire, and sure enough, there's some bread, right? Like he promised.
Some
He bids
food's
you good
better
night.
than
Let's
none.
go.
He bids you good night and goes to his own bed to sleep. But rest of the
Can we
Oh, thank
reset
God.
our stim packs?
night. Okay. It has now been. We're gonna say it's been 24 hours. You can also recover strain because you get a good night's rest. Those of you who were
Okay.
hurt, um,
Yeah.
for the record, any damage you took within the caves undo because it wasn't real.
Okay.
So, like you know,
Well, then I still have the 5 wound. Whatever.
Well, shouldn't it? Doesn't it heal after a night's rest?
um, when it comes
Strain
to
does, but
healing, when it comes to
wounds have to be
healing,
healed.
yeah, natural
if I-
healing is hang on, natural rest is each full night's rest the character recovers 1 wound.
Okay.
And at the end of each full week of rest, you can attempt resilience check to recover 1 critical injury.
Recover a wound, my friend.
1 wound.
Hmm. That was a lot.
Crazy day, huh?
Yep.
I guess we're gonna have to actually teach you how to make a lightsaber now.
Yeah.
Word.
It's not that
ages
hard,
since I've
don't
had to
worry.
make one. I'm sure I'll remember. And if not, we have the guiding hands of the young Padawan.
I made this one back on Nar Shaddaa just to practice. It's not great. It's been many years since I had Hu Yang's help to make one. It's too bad you two will never meet him. Crazy droid.
Was crazy.
Honestly, I half expected one of you at this point to be like, "We should find Hu Yang," but like, I have no idea where he is or what he's doing. So
I
if you
wouldn't know, so- We know he's
Nobody-
alive, but like where?
yeah, like,
Unless like he was like on the ship, like in space during Order 66.
well, he would have been. That's where he lived.
Yeah, he would have been on the Crucible, but who knows where that ended up? I don't know. Maybe we'll go try and find him at some point.
Who knows? Maybe he'll show up to the temple, Dawn Temple, and he'll be in a blue box.
Oh
He'll
no,
be hidden.
he's Scottish.
uh, we stand David Tennant in this house.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love David Tennant so much.
Like he's one of those celebrities that never disappoints. He's just amazing. Right. The morning rolls around and the villagers are flying back to the E as they, go about their daily lives. You get a few odd looks, but waves from people who don't recognize you but have heard of you at this point, right? And your host, will greet you in the morning with a good morning. I'm afraid I have to go out hunting, as the last hunting trip kind of ended badly. She's gonna say,
Yeah,
Do
sorry
what you
about
gotta
that.
do.
"Hey, no, it's my fault, But please make yourselves at home, and yes, by all means." And he'll be out of the door with his slug rifle, pretty quick, meeting up with the various hunting people who seem to have recovered from the stun and actually move out to hunt. properly.
Massive headache.
That's good.
Oh,
Well, shall
Well-
we get our intense friend back to our impatient friend?
Um, that's actually about the only thing we have left to do.
Yep. Back to the temple.
To the palace! To the palace!
As you guys ascend to the temple, once you like get into like the temple's range, the curator will appear,
Hmm.
and he seems almost ecstatic. You found it!
Yes?
Yeah.
We did.
Fantastic! This way, this way, this way. And he'll actually, for the first time ever, his hologram will turn around and walk you to a place.
I didn't know we could do that.
There are moments where, like, as he's walking, he like vanishes, but then he'll reappear like
Mm.
15 feet later, still walking,
Yeah.
almost as if like he was walking the entire time. It's just the projector for that area is like damaged, right? And you can't display it. But he leads you into this set of caves in the Dawn Temple map.
Oh, sorry,
Um,
coming.
the Dawn Temple map. He leads you into the center of caves, gently guiding you through well-hewn walls into this chamber. Let me find the
Chamber.
description of this place. Ba, ba, ba. Da. Here we go. The Hologon Chamber is currently completely unguarded. Okay. It is a large rectangular hallway. There are at the very end of this like chamber, there are 3 places. There is a to the left there is a holocron that looks like one of the it's a dodecahedron that is like sat in its place. It's like currently locked in. It's in like it's like a display. There's like a small force field around it, right? But then there's 2 other pedestals that are empty. The curator will appear before them and point to the one on the far right.
Real quick.
Well, I would put it
quick
far
question.
left. No, I'm joking.
Well, the far left is
Um,
occupied right now by the curator, so good luck with that one.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What's the
Question?
state of it look like? Is it fairly good, or is there like wires and everything everywhere? Or
No. The place looks. This chamber, while dirty, because obviously haven't been tended to in a long while, doesn't look bad. The casing
Okay.
for one of them looks a bit damaged, like cracked, but like nothing bad.
okay,
The
'cause,
real
I
damage
was-
is outside. This cave system used to only have one entrance that was secret, but like several cave-ins meant that the curator took you through a cave-in, basically, right? Like it used to be
Okay.
there was only one way into these tunnels. Now there's multiple ways, which is like the main problem at the moment.
Hmm.
I say we'll set it on the pedestal, and do I need to
A
open
soft
it?
click as the holocron slides snugly into place tells you your task is complete. A moment later, you notice the humming of generators coming online as long dormant systems activate. The fierce-looking gatekeeper you saw in the caves manifests beside the curator, but this time a wide smile replaces the harsh expression you saw initially. My thanks to you! It is good to be within the Dawn Temple once more, and to return to the charge I was forced to leave unguarded. My duties must be resumed, and it is thanks to you that this is possible. Without the third gatekeeper, my knowledge remains limited. But I will teach you what I know, if you wish it. Her expression turns somewhat stern again, though the smile remains. My lessons are not for the weak of body and mind and spirit, I do not think that is a concern for you, but even a warden such as myself cannot protect you from your own failings. Be sure to make yourselves ready for the challenges to come. The last gatekeeper must be restored.
All right.
Oh,
Any idea where that might be?
Um. So. The warden says, I may, but it will take a while for us to search. He's
Well,
going
then
to
I
say,
suppose we have plenty of time for training.
she's going to nod. Eager.
Can
Good. But mind the eagerness be tempered with caution. He's going to say.
can I offer my services to like help restore like any projectors or anything like
The curator
in here that
will pop up and say, actually, there is a rather long laundry list of repairs and tasks that could be used in this downtime. If you guys are, if you're all willing, perhaps we can restore the Dawn Temple to at least a shadow of its former self.
What do you need done?
They're gonna both smile. That's the spirit. They say in unison. Like, okay. So this is actually where we're gonna end the session for the night
Ah!
okay.
because I only had a day to prep this. I literally could not prep past the Force Caves.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
sorry. Like I am only a human. I need time. So
Oh, that's fair.
we are going to end here. However, I will note the warden has a vast store of knowledge that can help you, including how to build a lightsaber. That's knowledge the warden
Hey.
has. This is why I said
Okay.
that.
Well,
This
I
is why I
guess
said
it's
that I
good
had
we
to
wait.
make the. That's why I said I had to give you copper crystals in the caves because like it's just too perfect, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
It's probably good at this point too until we get the experience because now I can get gear headed again and that'll half the price of modifications.
apparently the crystal, the caves of light and shadow are supposed to have copper crystals in them anyway. So I was right.
Oh.
Brilliant. Okay, it actually says, yeah, no. You have to purify the caves
Ash's
in order
brain
to.
getting ahead of her again.
I like this is what I mean, man. Like I'm built for this shit. To be, but
Here,
yeah.
I thought you were built for me.
Right. You all gain a whopping 25 experience.
Let's
Woo!
go.
Oh, that's actually. Wait, that's more than enough. Oh.
15 for the end of the thing. 5 XP because of you finished this particular chapter, and another 5 XP because you guys all did really well. Like, frankly, just did fantastic. And like, yeah, so you all gain 25 experience.
Okay.
The good news is that now that you will have lightsabers being absolutely real, if you train in them, the next time the Inquisitor shows up, she's going to have a rude awakening. Not
Oh,
because you will
yeah.
necessarily beat her, but because now you'll actually stand a chance. As opposed to before, where you
She'll
stood
just come in like,
exactly 0.
are you ready for another beat down? And then we're like, sure, but it's gonna be yours.
You'd be like, no, you.
And then suddenly, let's see, we'd have 5 lightsabers ignite. Go, oh. Perhaps I got a bit ahead of myself.
2, 4, 6,
wait.
7, actually.
7, yeah, because I'm the only one that has dual
sorry,
wielding.
technically 6, because yours is a double bladed, so it counts
Yeah.
as 1. Which is, yeah.
So with dual
That
wielding,
still only counts as 1.
You're saying, sorry?
Sorry,
Puppy?
puppy.
do we have to take a certain thing for dual?
Dual wielding,
or-
anyone can do it. Literally all that happens is that you declare that you're going to dual wield. You upgrade the difficulty of the check that you're making by 1, and if you hit and get 2 advantages, you can consume those 2 advantages to hit with the second weapon with the same
Got it,
amount of
okay.
successes. It's like having the linked quality, only slightly worse, basically. Beshigol, on the other hand, has linked to 1 anyway, so she can do that without dual wielding. But she's limited because she always has to use her lightsaber. She can't one-hand it. She has to two-hand it at all times. So,
No. I already know the train I wanted to follow.
alrighty. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We will see you next Saturday, where it will be the kitten's birthday. So we'll be we'll be wishing him a happy birthday and everything and what have you, and there's gonna be a stream on
Check out Blue Twitch. I mean,
no, entirely joking. But anyway, unless the kitten is bright red right now. Don't mind him. Lately,
it's okay. He likes it.
okay. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.